Hey everyone, this is Axel at Cards, Tickets, Tunes, back to share with you my latest ticket sales. Had a wide variety of tickets as always, and I'm going to work in order from smallest to largest, as in like the tickets, the actual ticket size, because well, it's easier to flip through them here in my hand and kind of leaves you guessing about what's going to come next. So I'm going to start with this ticket here. It is a 1973 Bills ticket, and it's notable because it is Joe Ferguson's professional debut. It's not his NFL debut, it's his pro debut. That's the distinction that ticket collectors make. So if it's a regular season game and it's his first appearance, that would be a NFL debut. If it's a preseason game, then you call that a pro debut. They sell for significantly less, but depending upon the player, they can be very pricey. This one I sold for $25. It was also kind of notable because it was a Redskins game that featured the debut of Dwayne Thomas, who, if you know anything about his story, is kind of a sad, tragic story. Kind of got kicked off of the Cowboys after he helped them win a Super Bowl, and he was a bit erratic and had some substance abuse issues as well. But he ended up playing for the Redskins a little bit, and then it didn't work out there either, and he ended up playing, I think, in the World Football League or something like that. So kind of an interesting saga, but the newspaper article that I dug up shared some of that. So Dwayne Thomas on the Redskins and Joe Ferguson on the Bills. Joe Ferguson played at the University of Arkansas as well, which is always something fun to note in the title if you have room. Here is a Steelers ticket. It's a 1968 Steelers ticket. It is notable because it was Rocky Blyer's rookie season. Norm Snead, I think, maybe threw a touchdown in this one, but it's 1 year before Joe Green's rookie season. But really nice design. It has the nice Eagles helmet there on the front. On the back, it has an advertisement for a radio station. These Steelers tickets are kind of interesting because they all look very similar in the early to mid 60s. And the only way you can figure out what the game is by looking at the team that played and the game number. It makes it a little easier because they didn't issue exhibition game tickets with this particular format, so you just have to count the numbers of the games. And pay close attention because sometimes the colors are the same also, but sometimes it'll just say Steelers. All of the tickets have the Steelers logo, and sometimes they'll change based upon the team that they're playing. This ticket sold for $30. Here's a basketball ticket. This is the Pistons and the Hornets. It is notable because Grant Hill had a very good game. I think he scored like 28 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, something like that. It wasn't a triple-double. Those are always nice. Get a little more for triple-doubles. Larry Johnson went off in this game, had 38 points. And when I was in high school, he was a huge superstar, UNLV, running Rebels. Career didn't really last as long as it could have, so he's probably not going to end up in the Hall like Grant Hill, but he had a lot of commercials and dressed up like his grandma and things like that. I don't know if you remember those commercials. This ticket sold for $16 and has a nice advertisement for radio station on the back there. This is a Ticketmaster. No, it's a Ticketmaster logo, sorry. But this is a Ticketmaster ticket. Those go for less than the regular season tickets because they're just not as cool looking. Here's a 1984 Dolphins ticket, Dolphins and Eagles. This was during Dan Marino's MVP season, his sophomore season, threw for close to 5,000 yards and threw a couple touchdowns in this game. So I marketed it as his MVP season and sold this one for $25. It's kind of bent. I don't know if you can see the creasing on that, if I hold that in the right light, but yeah, still. Oh, maybe it's more valuable because there are fewer of them because people handed it in to get 50% off at Wendy's. All right. Here's a Mets and Dodgers ticket. It The way I marketed it, the angle I took, because I couldn't find anything else, was that Steve Garvey had a couple hits in this game, and he was the hit leader that season. So it's a good-looking ticket. It's got Mr. Met on there, and this one sold for, I think, $11 or $12. Not a very expensive one, but it adds up. Get enough of these listed, and people come shopping and group them together and buy them in lots and make a little coin. So, all right, here's a ticket, opening day ticket. It's a debut ticket. Didn't go for a whole lot. These are pretty common, unfortunately. It was a John Kruk debut, so I think I sold it for $18. And generally, you get a little bit more for debuts than that. Kruk is not a Hall of Famer, obviously, but he was a fan favorite with the Phillies. Went to the World Series, and he was part of that group of guys that were just kind of hellraisers with Lenny Dykstra and Darren Daulton and those guys, Mitch Williams. And so it's good design, larger ticket, but again, supply and demand. All right, this next one is an O.J. Simpson ticket, the Juice. It is from the season where he set the NFL record for rushing, 2,003 yards. It's a game against the Colts. Obviously, there's no date on this one. You have to kind of use process of elimination, which if you're into ticket collecting is kind of part of the fun, putting the puzzle together. This one sold for, I think, $35. All right, here was a higher dollar sale. This is a Jordan ticket. Like I said in the last ticket, process of elimination from the ticket design. You know it's a 1990/91 Pacers ticket. It's game number 40. And if you do your research and you count on Basketball Reference backwards instead of forwards, it's easier because there are 82 games in a season. So you count back from 82, 81, 80, and the 80th game is probably somewhere around the 40th home game. And just turns out this is a Jordan ticket. So Jordan tickets are cream of the crop. So this one went for $50. Cool retro 90s design. Real happy about that sale. All right, couple Cowboy tickets here went to the same seller. We got a 1977 Cowboys-Eagles ticket. This was Tony Dorsett's rookie season. So anytime you can put rookie season in the title, people like that. It's kind of like card collecting. The rookie season tickets are a little harder to find, a little more to premium. This one went for $35, Tony Dorsett rookie season, and his debut in Philadelphia. Of course, Eagles-Cowboys is a huge rivalry. And then along with this one, another Eagles ticket. It's taped together, and that detracts from the value. It would have been torn initially. So sometimes if you buy a ticket like this, you can take the tape back off, or you can tear it yourself and sell it as two. Nothing against the rules about doing that, but some people like to prefer the whole ticket, obviously, and that's kind of cool as well. It kind of depends on the type of ticket collecting you're doing. Some people only collect fulls, and some people like the look of the torn ticket. They like the size. This one's a little more unwieldy, a little more difficult to store and to display in some cases. All right. Here's a Dodgers ticket from, playing the trombone here, 1962. It wasn't like a Sandy Koufax or anything, just a cool Dodgers ticket. And I had Willie Davis maybe hit a home run, something like that. This one went for $12.50. Chavez Ravine, classic venue for watching baseball. Here's an Orioles ticket from 1979. The angle I took with this one was that it was Scotty McGregor's Cy Young Award-winning season. He won 23 games that season, and this was his 23rd win. And I just noticed this, but it was on September 23rd as well. So for those of us out there who are a little OCD, who love things to line up and to be just so, that's awful cool. Scotty McGregor, Cy Young season, 23 wins, 23rd of 23 on the 23rd of September. That one went for 20, I think it went for 25, but I'll have to look back. Maybe it actually went for 23 bucks, which would be really cool. All right, here is a super cool ticket. Patriots 2017, I believe. This was the first game of the season. It's also notably Patrick Mahomes' roster debut. He did not play in this game. He got a DNP. I believe he was active, but he didn't actually debut in the game, so it's not his debut. But it is his roster debut, and that's a thing. It's the first time he dressed up in a Chiefs uniform, and it's super cool that it says game number 1 and that it was actually against Tom Brady. So it's not a legit Brady versus Mahomes game, but it is it's a great display item. And for a Brady collector, a Chiefs collector, a Patriots collector, a Mahomes collector, this one went for $75. Real happy with that sale. All right, here's my last one. This is it's the biggest one that I have this week. It's a Braves Nationals ticket. Let's see over the top of this ticket. This one here is a Chipper Jones 450th home run ticket. Not a super rare ticket, but Chipper Jones is a fan favorite. It's got a good look to it, and it's kind of a milestone. It's got the tomahawk there on the back. It's a milestone ticket, as we like to say. Again, we've gone over this in the past. If you can find out these things. Home runs are easy to find if you go into Baseball Reference, and there's an actual link on there that called the home run log, and you can find the date, and it'll just tell you the number. There are other ways to research the number of the hit, or the number of the walk, like his 450th walk or something like that. You can find that stuff out on Baseball Reference as well, but maybe we'll go over that in another episode. All right, that wraps it up for this week. Ticket sales at Cards Tickets Tunes. If you want to contact me, you can email me at cards.tickets.tunes@gmail.com. If you want to check out my store, visit cards_tickets_tunes, and just type ticket in the keyword search, and you'll find, 15, 16, 1,700 tickets usually. Trying to get that number up higher. Posting a lot of PSA graded stuff recently, and that's been doing well. So if you want to get in on that, you might want to move sooner rather than later. All right, well, we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.